In a small village surrounded by mountains, there lived a poor but kind-hearted boy. He had no parents and survived by doing small chores for the villagers. The boy was thin, with messy hair and bright, hopeful eyes. Despite his hardships, he was always cheerful and eager to learn. His greatest dream was to become wise, like the famous wandering sage, a man known for his long white beard and eyes full of wisdom. One day, while collecting firewood in the forest, the boy saw an old man sitting under a large tree. The man had a flowing white beard, a turban on his head, and eyes that seemed to hold centuries of knowledge. He looked peaceful, yet commanding, as though nature itself respected his presence. The boy realized that this must be the great sage he had heard so much about. The boy was both nervous and excited. Gathering courage, he approached the old man and said, "Respected sir, I have heard of your wisdom. Please teach me something that will change my life." The sage smiled kindly and said, "My child, wisdom is not given, it is earned. But I will tell you a story. Listen carefully." The boy sat on the ground, eager to hear every word. The sage began. Once there was a king who ruled a vast kingdom. Despite his wealth, he was never satisfied. One day, he saw a poor farmer working in the fields. The farmer wore simple clothes and had rough hands from years of labor. Yet he was singing joyfully while plowing the land under the bright sun. The king, curious, asked the farmer, "Why are you so happy when you own so little?" The farmer replied, "My king, I am happy because I have what I need: my health, my family, and the strength to work. Contentment is my greatest treasure." The king was puzzled. That night he couldn't sleep. He lay awake in his grand bedroom, surrounded by gold and treasures, feeling empty. He realized that no amount of wealth could bring him the joy that the farmer had. The next day, the king decided to change his ways, valuing the simple blessings of life. From that day on, he ruled with kindness and fairness, and his heart found peace. The sage looked at the boy and said, "Do you understand the meaning of this story?" The boy thought for a moment and replied, "Yes, sir. True happiness comes from being content and grateful, not from having more things." The sage's eyes sparkled with approval. "You have understood well, my child. Remember, a grateful heart is richer than the wealthiest king." Tears filled the boy's eyes as he thanked the sage. The old man blessed him and continued on his journey. From that day on, the boy lived by the lesson he learned. He worked hard, stayed content, and became a respected man in the village. People came to him for advice, and he would often tell them, "A great